college football. I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Auburn Tigers offense will get the first possession of the game. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll run play action. Right down the middle. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
How about that for this defense on the first drive? You want to come out, create some momentum, create some energy, create a negative play. They do just that. They force the INT. Not only that, got a little bit of return on it, little icing on the sundae to go with it. Great start for this defense.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Throws to the tight end. Finds space on the right. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. And the Blue Hens come to the line in the hurry-up. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gives it on the option. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. The Blue Hens are flying down the field. With the run on first and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Delaware.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all his ability on that TV.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0. There he goes. Got enough for the first. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. He'll keep it himself. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Looking to throw, it's Lamb. Flips it out in the flat. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Big third down coming from their own defense tries to get off the field. They'll try to get the first through the air, using the quick game. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. First down and 10. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Off the play fake. There's the pressure. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
What a great play by one of their biggest playmakers in the D-line. I can say this personally. I got my first start in college at Jordan-Hare Stadium. It was brutal. I think about it, and I get PTSD to this day. When you get those types of athletes in a three-point stance rushing the quarterback with that crowd noise, and your offensive tackles can't hear the snap count, it's not a lot of fun.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Plows through the defense. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a 4th down. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll bring it out. It's Burton. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Here comes the offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Blue Hens! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. UMass overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from Amherst, these Minutemen got to be thrilled. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last.
Lofts one high and deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Lots of room to run. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Auburn. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Let's see what he can do with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. They've jumped on top right out of the gate, trying to add to a 17-7 lead. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. And the Blue Hens want to move quickly.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
He's got it inside the 30. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Blue Hens! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Coming out with it, it's Burt. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So here comes the Auburn offense. Got it in the middle with Saunders. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Trying play action. Throwing right. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. To the air. It's Lamb. Got him downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Pulls and fires complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Leaves it with the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. quickly out to the tight end. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. From the shotgun, the inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Quickly complete. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. He's got him. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to pass, it's Daniels. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away to buy time. Quarterback gets the 1st down and more. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Nice catch along the sideline and great effort to stay in bounds. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the 1st quarter. We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And the defense makes a play finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
The Blue Hens will call on their punt team. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They cut into the deficit the last time they had it, forced the punt, and now they can really make this a game.
And you're right back in this thing. You're creating some momentum. You got the score. You got the stop. This offense, Jesse, has a chance now to make this an absolute barn burner of a ball game.
Yeah, it's one play at a time, though, right? You're not going to get it all back in one play. Just go out, do your job, execute, keep this thing going down the field. And if things go well, like David said, we've got a game.
Dropping back, it's Lamb. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They kick it away on 4th down. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And now this offense will take the field again. He's got the tight end. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw it. Working the middle, it's complete. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? The give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Blue Hens moving quickly to the line. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Just never gives you a clean shot at him as he gets out to the 28. And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
How about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Now the play fake. Pressure coming. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Motion from the wideout. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Auburn sends out the punting unit. all the way back to the 15. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Back to pass, it's Daniels. Looking down the middle. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Blue Hens will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Here's the handoff. Turning it on. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Auburn people love to recite their creed, and I think somewhere in there, it's you should run the football well.
That's definitely a part of their blueprint. Every championship team, every great Auburn team starts with the big guys up front, paving the way, running the football, establishing that first will make the Auburn fan base proud.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll try the run. Crosses the 30. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Line getting set on second down. Dropping back, it's Daniels. They've got the screen set up. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Fakes to grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Tigers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Under fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it's incomplete on third down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, we're still happy to get the field goal.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. To the air on first down. A little release to the back. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23. And the Blue Hens with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Blue Hens are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. And the Blue Hens come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To throw, it's Daniels. They're working that left side. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Looking downfield on first down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Quickly complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment.
Just about set here in the 2nd half as Auburn about to kick it off. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Guys, the Devil Bear offense going back to work. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. Breaks into the open. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The Blue Hens want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Fires to the big fella. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Blue Hens with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Blue Hens are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Blue Hens pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Handoff from the gun. Oh, the sweet feet. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Blue Hens back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Off play action. This time on target. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Blue Hens, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. The give on the option. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. The Blue Hens will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Delaware. And they take it in for 6 more points. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Trying to set up the screen. He's not going to make it. Stopped short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here comes the Auburn offense. Quarterback on the keeper. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the 1st down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Makes a nice grab at the 25. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He's got it on the outside. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got...
It's a mid-stride inside the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. They'll run the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it out. It's Burt. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. From the gun, the running back has it. Fighting off the defender.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And
he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Here they come, and they will score. Touchdown, Delaware.
And they did a really nice job on that punt block. They haven't showed that this year yet, so they overloaded the one side. They used their speed to get the block, and then how about scooping and scoring and taking it to the crib?
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Florida took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to Gainesville. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Gets it to him on the screen. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense. And the Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To the air, it's Lamb. A strike downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Gives it on the option. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver going in motion. The play action fake. Under fire. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Snagged in the middle. It's Burt. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. The give on the inside. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. Makes his man miss. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw on 3rd. Caught, close to the marker, it's Burton. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
1st and goal, Auburn.
Looking for a man, it's Lamb. Makes the grab on the left. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
On to attempt the try. Splits the uprights. So a drive there of 85 yards. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Working on the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick strike complete. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Quick release on the RPO. He smashes his way through again. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Quick completion to the right. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. From the gun, running back on the move. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Scanning the field, it's Daniels. Got his man. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this third and short. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. They'll send out the kicker here. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not straight on from the left side. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Going to try to get it himself. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Grabbed over the middle. It's Burt. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. 3rd and long, it's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
Looking downfield, it's Lamb. Throws for the tight end. The sure hands, it's Saunders. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Back open in the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. A run for the quarterback. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Bangs it through for an extra point. They march 78 yards down the field. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go.
Turning it on! What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Gets it out quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He wants it all. Touchdown, Delaware. And the stomping has commenced. With that in the lead, nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Minnesota looked less like a pack of Gophers and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough in front of its home fans, and today they found a way outside of Huntington Bank Stadium.
Catch in the middle. It's Burt.
Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The RPO, it's complete.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number one. Understand it. Late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. On fourth down, going to the air. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Wants to throw. It's Daniels. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. Is that guy's foot human? My goodness, did he hammer that ball from distance.
Not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Set to kick this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Burton. Really disciplined job. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same